Hello everyone, it's Kristen. I've been meaning to do this video for quite some time. I wanted to do kind of like a follow-up after some time had passed from having my hysterectomy, just to kind of let everyone know how it's going. And I've gotten a lot of messages and comments and questions about just kind of how I'm doing now and whatnot. So it's like, okay, I need to just make another video and talk about it. So I'm doing great. Having the hysterectomy was the best decision that I've ever made. I haven't regretted it at all. It's so wonderful not having to deal with the horrible periods that I had. I mean, I can't even explain just how awful it was. And to just not have that anymore, it's amazing. Do I have some, I guess you could say, side effects from having the hysterectomy? Yes. I had a total hysterectomy, so I no longer have my ovaries. And so with the lack of estrogen in my body, then yes, I've had side effects, but they're very manageable. And so the main three things, I guess you could say, that I deal with are hot flashes, mood swings, and vaginal dryness. And really none of them are that big of a deal to me. The hot flashes, they kind of come and go. I mean, I can go for maybe like 2 weeks at a time and not have a hot flash. And then other times I might have 3 or 4 a day. It just kind of varies. And for a while I felt like maybe they were kind of tied into stress and like how, if I was in a really stressful time in my life or a stressful situation, it seemed like I was dealing with more hot flashes. But then there's been times when I've been completely relaxed and maybe on vacation or something, and I still have them. So I don't really know that there's any here or there about how they happen. They just kind of happen. But I mean, I thankfully I don't have night sweats at all. And so the hot flashes, they really aren't that bad. I'll just, when one happens, it's kind of like if I'm wearing, if I'm covered up with a blanket or something, throw the blanket off. They happen all times of the day. They don't just happen. I think they're supposed to be more common at night, and they kind of happen just any time. So, but they're not horrible. And I think I addressed in the last video that I made the decision not to be on hormone replacement therapy. And I don't regret that at all. Because none of the symptoms that I have are that intense that I would want to do that. Plus, when I was on the estrogen for like 6 weeks after my hysterectomy, I felt like they just made my moods even worse. I've addressed this before, but I struggle with anxiety and depression. And so, I mean, it made the anxiety even worse. So it's like, you know what, we're just not going to do that. So, I haven't taken any estrogen. The mood swings, then, that's kind of just an ongoing thing. And I don't really know how much of it is related to the hysterectomy and how much of it is just related to the fact that I do struggle with anxiety and depression. I'm thinking about possibly doing another video, just kind of discussing more about my mental health issues. I did have some genetic testing done recently that revealed a flaw in one of my genes that causes me to not metabolize folic acid. And so I'm thinking about possibly doing a video about that, just to just kind of talk about mental health things and whatnot. If that's interests you, please comment below so that I know that, hey, yes, there are people that are interested in hearing about that, and I'd be happy to do so. Okay, so hot flashes, mood swings, and then vaginal dryness is the other one. And actually, yes, I do have vaginal dryness, but I am really enjoying it because I always had a very, just get a little TMI here. I always had a very moist vagina, and throughout my teenage years and up until the time I had the hysterectomy. I just always it was just always really moist down there. And so I don't miss that at all, because it's like, that was kind of another annoying thing. And it's really, really nice to not feel disgusting in your down there all the time. The only time I know some women can have like really super bad dryness to where it's like uncomfortable, and mine isn't. I'm very comfortable. The only time that it's an issue is during sex. Again, TMI here, but I just use these. It's a lubricant that it's kind of like a tampon, and you just insert, and so it moisturizes, lubricates your vagina so that it's not dry. But yeah, I mean, I'm just so glad that I had this hysterectomy, and my life has just been, it's really improved. Just not having to deal with those horrible periods, not being anemic. Yeah, it's just, everything's been great. And I'm just really happy I did it. And I'm so glad. Thank you so much for everyone that has commented or messaged me and let me know that I've helped you in your decision to have a hysterectomy, because it's just, that was my whole goal in doing this. Because when I first found out that I was going to have a hysterectomy, I was freaked out, and it was videos that I had watched on YouTube that other people had done that really set my mind at ease and helped me have more of a peace in going forward with it. So if I've helped anybody, that just makes me so happy, because that was my whole goal throughout all of this. So I think that's about all I've got to say for this time. Seriously, let me know if there's anything else that you're interested in that I can address. And I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye.